Hey folks, Quilliatine here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Path of Exile, the Fall of Oriath Beta over here. And, couple of things. I did confirm I cannot buy the cast when damage taken gem yet. But I did go ahead and pick up Flammability and Controlled Destruction support. These are both, gems that I'm going to use probably as part of my primary setup. I'll probably be cursing people Flammability. And, although, am I? Or do I really want to rely on temp bonds? Well, we'll bring it anyway. Something you can do is, on your second armor, or second equipment set, you can go and throw some gems in there so they can still level up, even if you don't have them, like, equipped, right? Even if you're using this set of equipment, the gems in your off set of equipment still level up. Control Destruction is a lot more spell damage. It's literally more spell damage as opposed to increased spell damage. So this will be a 25% increase after all other buffs are applied. So it's really, really, really potent. I don't have any blue sockets to take advantage of it right now, but it's probably something I should prioritize restructuring up there. And I think faster spell casting is also going to be, like, if we get the 6 link, I think that's going to be the entire setup. Now, we might reprioritize. If we do get some blue sockets, we might end up preferring preferring faster cast, preferring Control Destruction over some of the others. I mean, I think Fire Pen is critical, but other than that, we don't know. So it looks like the ascent here is actually still part of Act 4, so that might be related to stuff. Climb the ascent of Mount Veruso to find the portal back to Oriath. Okay, so I guess this gets out of Rayquest over here and into back to some other island or some other land where we come from. Any of these guys different? No. Just Alpine Devils are probably just recolored versions, if that, of some of the other things. And the Mountain Hounds. So these are still some of the same enemies we've seen before. This is our first look at a frosty, icy terrain. Everything else has felt just very hot, right? It's either deserty or tropical or something like that. But being high up on this mountain, we've got some frosty bits. All right, well, we can mostly probably just keep rock and rolling here. Is that a staircase? No. All right. It looked like a little bit of a staircase on the mini-map is part of it. So I have no idea what to expect for, like, the layout over here or any threats that we might find. Oh! Risen Yaugers. These, I don't think we've seen zombies before. Plenty of skeletons, but people that shuffle like that? I think that's new. What's the level of the zone? 40. And we are 42, so we're slightly ahead, but not by much. So this is kind of what you'll often see. You'll often, at least for me, since I'm not like rushing from zone to zone, and I do kill a little bit more than I probably have to, especially early on, I tend to be a couple levels ahead of the zone. But that's, you know, again, that feels very standard after the first little bit. So, oh, is that a bridge? Yeah, I think so. So that might be where I have to go, actually. Because usually you'll see that. Yeah, it is a bridge. So I'm going to bet. Oh, no. It's... Oh. Oh, that's cool. Little elevator. All right. So not that way then. Bum, 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 bum. Climb the ascent and find the portal back to Oriath. Who the hell are you? Oh, a Wendigo. Or Vendigo. I mean, it's Vendigo here. I'm used to hearing it as a Wendigo. I've watched enough Supernatural to know what's up. I like these bottlenecks. Good place for our totems, which are still ripping apart and doing huge amounts of damage, which is lovely. It's only magical. If it was white, I'd be tempted to pick it up. In particular, if it's 16%, which is the cap quality, or cap resistance on prismatics, then I tend to look at that. The other thing you can do with prismatics is you can sell 3 of them. If you get like three different prismatics, you sell 3 of them, or sorry, prismatics, 2 stone rings is what I should be saying. If you sell 3 2-stone rings, you'll get a prismatic, which is bonus to all resistances as part of the intrinsic. It's 8 to 10% to all, but it means that if you get all, if you get the 10% roll, then that's 30% total resistance that gets added, which means that a 2-stone ring is still better because it's 16% to 2, which is 32%. And yeah, we're going to be leveling up the Control Destruction to max. That might end up putting pressure on our int after all. But again, I mean, we don't need infinite amounts of int. We'll need just enough to do that, and we'll need just enough dexterity for the projectile speed. I'm also wondering, like, Probably not, but part of me is like, should I go for like the slower projectile one as well? You technically can combo with it too. Slower projectile gives you a lot more damage, and it's a more damage as well. But I think slower projectile would shrink the range of our totems too much and not be useful. So I see that there's a little goal there. Okay, that's just a cairn. So we get a quest little thingy over here. I mean, it might just be a super short zone. Ooh. Activate the resonator. There are instructions as well.
Altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the prime resonator in Theopolis. Power source is equally vital. Locate a fissure in the mountainside and lower a conductive cable.
I see. Yeah, these are the installation instructions. So that's already been done.
An immense amount of thaumaturgical energy to execute the successful disintegration and transmission of objects, both inanimate and animate, between Highgate and Theopolis. For that kind of power, we must tap the origin. I needn't remind you of the consequences should either of those elements prove deficient. That is why
Hey, it's Dominus.
to be the first to test the
All right.
once it is operational. Capability.
I like how the ice is falling off. Oh, I was expecting a little bit more drama. I thought there'd be like a big whoosh and explosion and entering the slave pens. Now that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Who are you? I don't know, you look kind of fun. Escape the slave pens. We are still technically in part 1, but now Act 5 for the very first time. Okie dokie. And as normal, when you enter a new act, there's a waypoint right away, which is auto-active. These grates are great for, I guess, draining away blood from horrible things that are happening. They wouldn't be very comfortable to walk on. Are people fighting other people? Are, like, slaves escaping? Oriath Enforcer. But yeah, I think you were just killing a slave. Truth Extractor. Alright, you guys sound very creepy. 10 out of 10. Not as worried about picking up the Scrolls of Wisdom anymore. I still don't have like a million bank, but I do have enough that I've got like a 40-40 stack of all my scrolls now. So I think we're hitting peak scroll. I haven't had to worry about it in a while. Fire trap. Yeah, we'll keep leveling it up for now, because if we're going to use it, we want it to be max level. And again, if we sort of hit the cap on our fire trap, well, then, well, maybe we'll stop casting it. I mean, we can still keep it around. It'll just start doing less and less useful damage, to the point where even hitting the key is going to feel kind of stupid. But for now, it's okay. Can I? No, I can't cast through there. That's interesting. Okay. Sometimes you can cast through things where you can see. So there's still some fighting going on here. Alright. Whatever. I want to kill them all because I want to get the XP. I don't know. If they kill each other, I wonder if I get XP points for that. Probably not. I don't know how they track that, right? It's like the dudes who self-explode. I mean, that makes sense. And we probably will want to max out the flammability. Hallowed Life Flask is much more life than my Colossal Flasks. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, another thing to check is, are we getting any negative to our resistances at this point? I mean, we're still in part 1, but in theory at this point, we'd be on Merciless difficulty. The cold resistance is lower than the last time I remember seeing it, but we might have moved our equipment around, and we're no longer capped on lightning resistance. We're still at 22 on chaos, although I don't know if that gets reduced. No, it does get reduced by act. So I don't think we've had any changes to our resistances at this point based on difficulty. I think we just shuffled some of our equipment around, and it turns out we're not quite capped. I don't think I want to level up the Flame Golem above 40, at least not for now. We'll see. It's going to depend very much on what cast with damage taken gets linked. By the way, this is one of those things I'm like very likely to accidentally click on and be like, God damn it, now it's not going to work with my cast on damage taken anymore. So I don't think I really explained it last time. So cast on damage taken has a level requirement by itself, and that also determines the level requirement cap of any supported gems. It will help. The reason you don't want to max out your level on cast on damage taken is, while it does let you use more powerful gems, it also means you need to take more damage before it triggers. I wonder what all these X's are for. Can I follow them as part of a guide? I don't really see anything like that. Oh my god, hands. That is creepy. So yeah, so if you keep it low, while the linked effect is not going to be very powerful, it's going to go off a lot. So it really depends on what you're linking it to, but almost always you're looking to keep your cast damage taken a fairly low level. Every now and again you'll find yourself supporting like a skill that has a higher base level for some reason, or has like an important breakpoint, you know, like, oh, we really need this skill gem to be level 12 because of reasons blah. At which point you might look into that, but you really want to be quite thoughtful about leveling up of things in that entire chain. I guess we may as well pop this chest. What's the level of this zone? 41. Alright. Ow! Okay, I took some damage, and apparently I'm fighting a boss, so... I'm just going to keep cutting semi-backwards here, dropping fire traps in the doorway. Is that you? Overseer Crow. You're quick and you resist cold. Well, as it happens, I'm not doing much in the way of cold damage, so... just drop a bunch of traps underneath your feet. Suck down a life pot. Alternating. I think I've only got one, like, I think this is my only instant on low life one. Yeah. Physical damage leech isn't very helpful. Yeah. My flasks are all kind of poop right now. I do not need a mana flask. Okay, that's dead endy. I like how they've made walls out of their shields. Well, or maybe they're just siege equipment. That could be too. Enter the Overseer's Tower. Did something just crawl down the wall over there? In a very creepy fashion. Oh, a tower, or a ladder was lowered. Who did that? Is this a new town? This is the new town. Oh, this is cool. I don't have any coins, do I? Oh, I do. Normally she's got a purple exclamation mark when you've got coins. Utala. Hello. So you're the chief. Alright. Now I've got lots of currency items. None of them are blood. Only those who see the truth with faithful eyes are getting in there. Power of innocence, huh? Find him, rip his faithful eyes out. Okay, sure. Alright, and you sell gear. I don't think there's any reason for us to pick something up right now. I mean, we could pick something up and do some crafting, but we don't have the crafting resources. So, we'll just chill. Sell that for a chromatic. Hello, Lonnie. Exile return. How's that possible? Cover you a warrior too. You bet your bottom dollar. We were the diversion to take the tower. Ah, it's because of us that they control this. Excellent. Spread us across the floor like butter on a piece of bread. That is a hell of an image. All right. Take something. Oh, reward. Ring, ring, ring. Okay. So our cold resistance is uncapped. I really like the 2-stone rings because these rings, do they cap at 30 or 28? It's something like that. So we tend to get more raw resistance by going with the 2 stones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think we're way overcapped still on fire. Yeah. So we will go ahead and take the cold and lightning resistance ring. And do we get lucky with something decent on there? No, those are all really crap. Total crap. I mean, this is all fire resistance, which we don't really need, but it's also got the life on there. I think I'll just bank this. I mean, you could sell it, we could go for a chromatic or something like that, but I'll just bank it for now. There we go. It's going to be A-okay. Let's get rid of our currency. Anyone else to talk to over here? Hello, Valenta. Oh, murderer of nightmares. I like that. Oh, Oh, you probably sell the non-armor equipment. Yeah, yeah. Maya's meter? Sounds like something out of Ghostbusters. Random Piety's laboratory. So Piety's got a lab here in Oriath. Alright, cool. Excellent. People on the ground. Okay, those just notice boards for parties and stuff. The event notice board, is that the thing that tells us when the next races are going to be? Yeah, so there are none on the test server. The control blocks. Well, I guess we go, and, oh boy, here I go killing again. Oh, we actually had some friendlies over here this time. Alright. Let me get through. I guess I could have just flame dashed through there, but that's going to be okay. Control, destruction support. So we're going to keep leveling that up, because I'm sure we're going to want that maxed out. Eat fire trap. Alright, how do we... this is clearly dead end area. Okay. So I don't have, like, the innate sort of hint as to how we might want to navigate these levels. Keep popping these doors open. Level 43. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to make sure we go and grab that. The next level is quite good. It's both 15% increased max life and 50% less mana reserve. And that's quite important, because if we want to run any spells that reserve mana, now they reserve life. And that could mean something like half your mana pool, or half your hit points are just used up to reserve a spell, which is pretty crap. And I think we probably will want to have maybe one. I mean, definitely not more than one. The only question is, do we run something that reserves any of our health pool? That helmet might be quite useful. It's 4-linked already. It's armor-based. That is very tempting. X marks the spot or something. I don't know. Fire pen, we definitely need that to be leveled up as well. If we did, it would probably be something like frost armor. I can't really see us running an aura. I don't think. Can I just flame dash up there? Ah, yeah. Okay, well, I should have killed people first before I did that. Luckily, again, we're still effectively just on normal difficulty, so that wasn't suicide. It was suicidal, but not suicide. Is this all dead end? No, not over here. Okay, I put a trap down there. I'm sure I did. Apparently even the AI has a little bit of a hard time getting through these doors. Got a rare over there. I don't know if I'm going to... Well, apparently we're going to... Okay, I think I'm going in circles here. Well, there's no I think. I am going in circles here. I mean, it's going to be great for a full clear, but not particularly great as a way to jump through this. Oh, you're giving me a buff from killing a rare. Okay. Okay. Where the hell... Okay, it must be up that way. Chest, Sacred Life Flask. Freezing Pulse. I mean, I'll just bank it. Just for whatevers. Yeah, must be up this way. No, but it's dead-ended here. And I don't think I can jump there because there's a wall. Oh, down here's a door. There we go. So, with the flask, when you get to your endgame final flask, there are actually two effectively... Man, we haven't seen a master in ages. Two endgame flasks. One heals more over a longer period of time, and one heals a little bit less, but does it quite quickly. I'm a big fan of the one that heals more, in particular because I mostly like to have a lot of the flasks with the... Okay, well, there's quest progression over there, but let's go and take Vegan. Is he the weapon master or is he the assassin? I think he's the weapon master, so we'll fight him in place. Yeah. Excellent. If he was the assassin, it probably wouldn't be worthwhile. But, totem, totem, trap, trap, trap. No, trap, trap. There we go. Come at me, bro. No, you're summoning lightning? Not just hitting me with your sword? Interesting. Yay! What's the Colossal Flask? That might actually be useful. Immunity to freeze and chill. Yeah. Let's go and replace that one. So yeah, I really like to have at least 2, if not 3, like, you take, you insta-heal if you're on low health. It nerfs the amount of healing there is, but the burst healing is huge. You can get one that's just, it always insta-heals, but it tends to, it's like 50% less healing, whereas the one that's just instant healing on low health is only a 25% penalty. So I like having at least a couple of those. And the other 2 slots, I mean, it might make sense to have one of the ones that heals a little bit less but does it faster. Because those are the ones I just tend to hit the button for more frequently. Slave Catcher. And then slaves in here with the chest. Alright. Freeing them doesn't really help things. Hallowed Life Flask. Immunity Shock. And there's a non-magic one. So, there we go. At least we've got all magic flasks now. And we could do some crafting for them. Burn, burn, burn. Open the chests while these guys all die. Feels like we're not getting much in the way of drops. I don't know. I'm probably just imagining things because I'm focused on other stuff. It feels about as confusing as the jail levels. I don't know if this is optimal. It looks like there's a lot of branches. It could be that there's more than one thing to take care of in this zone. And at some point, I think we will once again find some trials to unlock the next tier of the labyrinth. So we might want to. I mean, I'm sure it would have told us if there was such a thing in the quest, like over here. It would tell us that that would be a thing. But kill Justicar and gain access to the Templar Court. Well, killing the Justicar is how we're going to get access to the court. So probably that's the last thing we're looking here. But there already was another thing. We had to find the miasmeter. What? How did you take damage? Oh, you're probably fighting slaves. Or we did some splash damage to you earlier, which is also possible. Jeweler's Orb. That's the sort of crap we need. We want to get, like, more better gear. Because the chance of us finding good gear that also has good sockets is... Is that where we came in? Oh, that's the dude we saw earlier! Oh, okay. So it's technically a different zone from the gameplay perspective, but it's the zone that was connected over here, which is kind of a neat way to do things. Okay, you summon a whole bunch of... What are these? Oh, they're Summon Raging Spirits. Oh, okay. Cool. I just wanted to pull back to be able to see it. I'm not actually worried about him killing me. Yeah, almost certainly we'll want max level flammability. If we're going to be casting it, I'm assuming we're going to want max level. Although, again, there might be a possibility that we get sort of int capped. Eyes of Zeal. Boop. Enter the Templar Courts. So do we just keep going to get to the Templar Courts at this point? Hello, Mr. Rare. Eat fire traps. Man, these guys are not really dropping a whole lot. Oh, I thought that was a door. More rares. Fire trap all the things. Just stand here. Like, we heal so quick. I'm not using a potion, and look how quickly we heal up. Nice 4-link there, but it's not the kind we're looking for, and it's not that high level. That's dead end there. I mean, there's a bit over there, but I'm going to go south first. Well, southeast. With an isometric game, it's hard to come up with, like, cardinal directions. Okay, that's that, so I guess we go the other way. Feel a little bit better if we can get to a nice wide open level again. It's been a little while. Well, I mean, we did it on the Ascent, but that was pretty short. It'd be nice to get a big open level that is A, easier to navigate, and B, has a little bit higher mob density. So, oh, Oriath Square, is that where we're going? There's a waypoint. Ugh, come on. So, Death to Purity is in that direction. Okay, so yeah, we have to go through there. But I'll go back to the Overseer's Tower and see what kind of reward we'll get over here. Plus, that removes an item from our inventory, and we can sell it at the same time. Yeah, his eyes. Another flask. I think I'll end up just grabbing the Quicksilver as a way to get a cheap sort of reroll on our Quicksilver flask. Ugh, that is crap. I should probably... I like to reduce charge usage, and actually the increased armor is not bad. I probably won't worry too bad. Well, look at the eyes. They look disgusting. We're going to sell you. And you. Do I want to do a roll on this? No, you know what? I don't even care. Hang on, wait. Are there 3 vendors? Or are you just flavor texting that you're a vendor? Oh, skill point, yeah. Oh, you're okay, you're not actually a vendor. Boom. So we'll grab this now, even though we don't need the mana reserve discount, the 15% increased HP is still good. So I sold that. Right, are we going to go and craft something with the helm? What are we wearing right now with the helm-wise? It's got the 51 life, which is nice. 90 armor. Okay, let's do it. And so we're going to use 4 armor scraps first, because it's nice and cheap there. And do we just go with the Orb of Alchemy? Do we have an essence that would be handy? Contempt. No. 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 I think we just gamble with the Orb of Alchemy here. Okay. That's 52 resistance, even more increased armor, and the rarity find, which we had going on over here, or something else had some rarity find. I think I'm okay with this. We still need to craft some boots at some point, but it's nice to have the quad sockets going on. Very nice indeed. So I'm just going to keep storing that here. For now, we're just going to go and dump that. Thank you very much. And then we're going to go... And apparently we picked up a blue spell at some point. And we'll just top off our scrolls over here. Okay. So we go back to the... No, not this. That's right. I'd open a waypoint. We go back to here. And I guess we'll put a cut in here, but this next episode, we're going to take on the Oriath Square. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.